Hello and welcome to Squib TV. I'm Samuel Ayton, joined by James Cartwright. We're going to be continuing discussing the best player in the NFL, and the division we're going to be talking about today is
the AFC South.
So we're going to be starting off with a team that the fans of this team think that I hate them and that James is a keen fan. If you watch any of our other videos, you realise I'm a Panthers fan, James is a Steelers fan. And I don't actually hate this team whatsoever, but we're going to start off with the Indianapolis Colts. James, who do you think is the best player on this team?
Well, the guy you like to hate on and criticise is Andrew Luck, and he's the man I'm picking as the best player on this team because, you know, he comes in as a first-round draft pick, he makes the plays, you know, when they lose him, it's telling. And I remember when Scott Tolzien played against the Steelers in that game throughout the season. I think it was Thanksgiving, and they were blown apart. And I think maybe if Andrew Luck had been playing in that game, it might have been a bit closer. He's just a guy you want to see. You want to see him do well. You want to see him win this division.
Yeah, I think this is why Colts fans think that I hate Andrew Luck. It's not because I don't like Andrew Luck. It's because Andrew Luck was hyped up so much and he shows so much potential, and he seems to fall at that final hurdle, whether it's him getting injured, whether it's Deflategate, whether it's always something in the way of Andrew Luck getting to that final, getting to the final game, getting to the Super Bowl. And obviously a lot of comparisons with him and Cam coming out of college. And I look at Cam, he's an MVP, he's been to the Super Bowl. Yeah, terrible performance in the Super Bowl, I can't argue against that. But I mean, he's kind of, Cam's gone on to have the Andrew Luck career that we expected Andrew Luck to have, while Andrew Luck's kind of being the Cam Newton that everyone expected coming out of the NFL. So that's why I speak so strongly on Andrew Luck. I actually like the guy. I want him to do well. I think he's one of the best talents in the league. I think he's definitely the best quarterback in this division, if not the best player in this division. James might argue with that one. I think he's a fan of another guy. But yeah, I'm going to go with Andrew Luck on this one. So Colts fans, if you do think that I actually absolutely hate you, I don't. I just think, you know, it's time for Andrew Luck now to sort of hopefully get fit, stay fit for the season. So I grab this team by the scruff of the neck and say, come on, I'm not having this me being the hype man all the time. I actually want to get there and actually want to win things. Peyton Manning did it.
Yeah, exactly, he did.
Tom Brady's done it. Aaron Rodgers has done it. Cam's got to the SB off the back of all this hype. These are the players with the skill sets that can do it. I'm just waiting for Andrew Luck to do that. And I think he's one of the top 5 QBs in the league. Of course he's going to get there. But I think it's about time now. He's been in this league long enough for him to just say, you know what, I am going to do it. And go ahead and do it.
I think it stems from the fact you don't want to be looking at this guy in 10 years' time, let's say, when he's maybe hung up the cleats and think, you know, he was an alright QB, but he's not a guy I would ever factor in being one of the best QBs ever.
Andrew Luck needs to be in the Hall of Fame. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
That's the thing.
With the quality he's got, which is why I speak so strongly about him, because he's not realised it yet, and through no fault of his own, as I have said a number of times, Andrew Luck needs to get there, and he will get there.
And it's a division that you can win.
Exactly. I think that's what we like to talk about this division quite a lot, because it's one of the more interesting divisions, because it's poor but good at the same time. So speaking of one of those teams in this division that's poor and good at the same time, a team that James loves apparently, and I apparently love, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who's the best player on this team?
Well, yeah, the Jags are a very popular team over in Britain. Well, they'll try and pan them off on us, but they're pretty resistant.
The Jags just can't get any fans anywhere they go. But yeah, who is the best player for them?
Right,
they have got some good players, and they are more entertaining to watch these days.
Well, like we might be talking about was their best player in 5-6 months' time. But yeah, Leonard Fournette, the running back, who was on my side in the NFL fantasy, so I'm hoping for a big first season for him. Can he be the new Ezekiel, so to speak? But another player I mentioned is a rookie from last season. Was it Jalen Ramsey, the cornerback?
Yeah, what a player he
I'll
was.
go with him, because I could say the likes of Allen Robinson, Alan Hearns, but these players done enough to really cement themselves as the best player on this team.
Yeah, I think I like Jalen Ramsey as well. I'm going to go with him. Is it DeAndre Fowler or something like that? Another guy who's on the defensive side of the ball, who's a good player.
Paul Busler's there as well.
There's some good.
They can get his jersey about. That's why I would imagine he's one of the better players.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have good players, the Jags, but I'm going to go with Jalen Ramsey. I think if I had to go offense, I'd go Allen Robinson. I imagine James is right. We will be saying Leonard Fournette in 5 months' time. What a talent he looks. but I think we haven't seen players snap yet, as we've discounted guys earlier on in these videos because they haven't played in the NFL. So we're going to go with Jalen Ramsey. So Andrew Luck and Jalen Ramsey so far. Let's move on to the Houston Texans aside, which I think could potentially be the best team in this division. Who do you think the best player on this team is? I think this is going to be quite an easy one.
Yeah, I'm just going to not really discuss it that much. JJ Watt.
Yep, JJ Watt, a guy who is the best player. He's a leader. I mean, last season actually he didn't play much. He played 4 games. Not to
see him play very often.
It was his injury, it's fair enough. But Jadavion Clowney stepped into those shoes very well. AJ Boye played very well. He was actually a Jags player now, so it could have been someone we threw in the mix there.
Possibly,
but I think Jalen Ramsey's a little bit better. But yeah, JJ Watt. My mum was actually in Houston a while ago, and JJ Watt is literally everywhere. Not personally everywhere, but everywhere you
could
go.
Be everywhere. He's everywhere on the football field.
Well, exactly, yeah. But everywhere you go, he's advertising every company there. His jersey's seen 9, 10, 15 times a day. I actually got a JJ Watt jersey from Houston. So, I mean, this guy, he's a massive star there. He's well loved. And I think as going back to that character sort of side of it, JJ was just one of them guys you kind of think, I imagine if we rang him up, he'd probably come on Squib if he could. He seems like that sort of top guy who just wants to be there, for staying back 2 hours to sign autographs sort of player he is. So JJ Watt for definite for me and the Texans. Last team, a team I think we could have a bit of debate with, Tennessee Titans, one of the teams I know that me and James are both excited about watching this season. James, who do you think it is? Who do you think the best player on this team is?
Another QB that needs to take this division bull by the horn, so to speak. So that Texans D, Marcus Mariota. Yes, it's disappointing to see him injured at the end of last season, but hopefully he can come striding back and playing well again. Yeah,
he looks good in pre-season apparently, or in training camp at least. So Marcus Mariota, I'm sure, is going to have another decent season. A couple more weapons added. Is it Corey Williams, Corey Davis even, the receiver that's come in for the Titans. He's got a good relationship with young Derrick Henry as well, and another guy's got a good relationship with guys. I'm going to say actually DeMarco Murray last season proved why he's one of the
lease
top backs.
Lease of life again.
Yeah, to use James's favourite phrase, what lease of life he was. I mean, what a player DeMarco Murray was last season. So I'm shooting back up towards one of them players that people were taking high in the fantasy drafts. I think he went now a first or second round in the one we did. DeMarco Murray though for me up there. Probably more players you can talk about in Tennessee, but I'm going to go with Marcus Mariota. I think what a young talent he is. Arguably, I think he's probably been better than Jameis Winston coming out of college. But I think Jameis Winston has the safety.
He has the target.
Yeah, Jameis Winston has the safety blanket that's Mike Evans. But I think Marcus Mariota, as his player, is probably a touch better. We'll 4-1 them now then. We'll start off fourth best player in this league.
Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey, yeah, I think we can agree with that one there. Simply because I think the Jags are the weakest team there. Third best player in this division.
That's a difficult one.
I think you're going to say Andrew Luck, and I think I'm going to say Marcus Mariota. And I think second place is going to be between Andrew Luck and Mariota, because I think number one is going to be JJ Watt regardless, isn't it?
JJ Watt regardless.
I think that those two QBs, I think Andrew Luck's actually, for all those Colts fans that think I know nothing and hate the Colts, I actually think Andrew Luck's the best QB in this division. I think one of the best QBs in the league when he's actually fit. Mariota, I think, had a fantastic season. I think you put them either way.
Well, we'll see.
If you want to. Yeah, I mean, in fact, let us know what you think in terms of those two guys. If you're a Titans fan, obviously you're going to say one thing, Colts fans are going to say another thing. If you're a neutral fan, if you're a Jags fan or a Texans fan, which QB do you look forward to playing the least? Obviously, see these guys twice a year when they're both healthy. Who do you not want to play? Who do you wish wasn't in your division? Let us know on that one. But JJ Watt, I think, unanimous decision. Yeah. The best player in this division, one of the best in the league. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. We'll be putting videos out every day until the regular season begins. Then we're going to be putting more videos out, obviously, about the season that we're all going to be watching. So do not forget to subscribe so you can catch up on all of those ones. Comment anything you want us to cover in a video. Please let us know. Like this video. Follow us on Twitter at Squib_TV so all you Colts fans can hurl abuse at me. And so you can inform us of what we should be recording. Thank you very much for watching.
It's a touchdown.